How's it going, guys? Dragon Star Production here, back with another What If video, and in this edition of Dragon Ball What Ifs, we're going to be blending two of Dragon Ball Z's continuations, Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super. And I'm going to do my best here in making both fan bases happy. So with that said, let's get into what if Dragon Ball GT happened during Dragon Ball Super. Alright, so we start our story off actually around the Battle of Gods arc, and the reason why we're starting here is because Dragon Ball Super happens first. That also does mean that there won't be a wish to turn Goku into a kid, at least not yet, because he'll be an adult in this story. In fact, I'd even say for the most part, the interaction with Beerus actually goes rather the same. But the first and one of the biggest changes actually happens during the fight with Beerus. This actually happens around the time that Goku is a Super Saiyan God, but starts to flash in and out between that and Super Saiyan. He's putting up a hell of a fight though nonetheless, but Beerus does have the upper hand when it comes to the attack. The two start to get higher and higher though in the air until almost entering unbreathable territory for at least Goku. Goku's power though isn't dropping any. In fact, it is even rising, even though at this point he has already fallen back to his Super Saiyan form. This, though, is when Beerus does acknowledge that Goku had retained some of the God Ki that was inside of him. But what Beerus was surprised about was that Goku's eyes begin to change a different color. Beerus, in fact, starts to acknowledge it to Goku, but Goku fully loses control. He starts to scream as his body begins to grow and mutate, and hair begins to grow all over his body, but it wasn't just any hair. It was golden hair. In fact, Goku transformed into a golden great ape. And for those of you who are asking how, well, this is due to all the surrounding objects being the moon, the earth, the other planets, but most importantly, the sun, that was radiating off enough Blutz waves to cause Goku to actually transform into a golden Azaru. However, when Goku first transformed, Beerus would immediately charge Goku. Beerus would nail Goku with 3 gut punches over and over and over. Then, as the ape falls, heading towards the earth, Beerus would toss a huge destruction ball straight towards the ape. The ball headed straight towards Goku, who still didn't really have control of his body. However, the ball eventually reaches Goku, and Beerus expects this to actually be it. But no, the destruction ball starts edging slowly back up away from the earth until the ball literally gets thrown way into space. Beerus then looks down as he notices Goku standing tall, but not as a great ape, but as an ape humanoid, or what we know as Super Saiyan 4. And with that said, Beerus and Goku would then clash up again. As Goku dashes in, Beerus though blocks the attack, but Beerus wasn't expecting to get kicked right in the stomach. Goku was quick and he was strong. Beerus thought maybe he even surpassed himself when he was a Super Saiyan God. But that aside, Goku attempts to shoot off a Kamehameha. This does barely edge Beerus' arm, and in fact, when it hits him, Beerus decides to call off the fight, saying that he was tired. The two then float back down to Earth as everyone stands amazed at Goku's new power. Beerus then gets Whis to take them back, but to everyone's surprise, Vegeta leaves Wisdom because he agreed to train with Whis. And as for Goku, well, he crashed to the ground in his base form after exerting so much ki and power during the fight with Beerus. However, for this story to continue, we have to bring in another Dragon Ball GT element. With that said, we're going to be skipping over to the Frieza Force, we're planning on reviving Lord Frieza. This is when they start actually deciding that they need to recruit more members. That way they have a strong army when they go to Earth to get the Dragon Balls. With that said, Serbay decides to send out an army to a certain planet. This planet isn't just any planet because it holds a certain parasite that is actually able to take over one of the men. In fact, when this happens, nobody is actually aware that this happens. The parasite then takes over the man's body as he then pretends to be just another Frieza soldier after hearing that they're going to Earth to revive Lord Frieza who was killed by the Saiyans. Killed by the Saiyans on Earth. The parasite knew that this was the only way that it could get to where it needed to be, to get its revenge. And with that said, guys, we're going to be ending off this video here. And yes, it is going to be a rather short video, but it's only because I want to see how well this video performs. And one thing that I can say is that if this video does get a good bit of likes, it does get a good bit of comments down below, then I will be bringing part 2 very soon, and it will be a longer what if than normal, covering both the Resurrection F arc, now the Parasite arc that will come in, but we all know who this parasite is, but I won't leave a name drop here. And it's going to cover the Tournament of Destroyers. With that said, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video up. With that said, Dragon Star Productions is out.
Congratulations, champ. You made it to the end of the video. Now, if you hit that subscription button, that thumbs up button, and that bell icon, you won't catch a dynamite kick.